In today's video, we are going to cover 15 cue cards of the new Makar speaking list from September to December 2023. And if you are interested in joining my online classes, you can contact me on the given number that is visible on the screen. So the first cue card is describe an interesting person that you have not met in person and would like to know more about. The second, describe a foreigner who speaks your native language. Next, describe a person who has always interesting ideas. Describe a successful businessman you know. Describe a person who enjoys cooking for others. Describe a popular person in your country. Describe someone you know who has recently moved to new place. Describe someone you know who often helps others. Describe an actor or actress whom you admire. Describe a person you would like to study or work with. Describe a person who inspired you to do something interesting. An interesting old person you met recently. Describe a person you met at a party and enjoyed conversation. Plus, describe a character from a movie. So before diving into the story, let's learn how to plan the cue cards which are based upon people. Because once you know how we can plan the cue cards, you can yourself create a story and you do not have to rely upon any offline or online tutor. So basically there are actually 4 phases of the cue cards that are based upon the people. The very first one, introduction. Hey, that is everywhere, right? In every sort of cue card you have to introduce the topic as we do in our writing, right? The next comes meeting. So the cue cards based upon people actually contain the second hint, that how do you know that person or where you met for the very first time, like this. It means where we will have to describe our very first meeting with those people. So you should have actually any plotting for the meeting, that where did you meet for the very first time to this person, right? Then comes cue card specific story that I will explain later. And at last, you have to speak about the personality traits. There are some common personality traits that you can include, like he or she is kind hearted, open minded, intelligent, sagacious, flanny dimky, and all that stuff. So, here comes the first phase of the story. It means the introduction. And this introduction you are going to speak in every cue card that is based upon people, whether it is popular person or unpopular. It means that is one among your acquaintances, right? Okay, so without beating around the bush, let's get started. While walking down my life lane, it means during the journey of my life, I have met different type of personalities from different walks of life. There you could have used the synonym of different types, right? Multiple or multifarious, whatever. So you have basically met different people from every walk of life. It means from every aspect of life. Although majority of them did not have any significant impact on your life, it means there were majority of the people whose meeting was quite casual or they did not have any effect, right? But there are quite a few who have left incredible impression on my heart. It means the people who are unforgettable, okay? And today I would like to use this opportunity to speak on Mr. Dash. Who is Dash? So these blanks actually will be filled up with the topic specific words. For example, a creative person, then I would say that I would like to use this opportunity to speak upon Mr. Sid, who is really creative in terms of the ideas, right? And if he is an old person you met at a party, then you're gonna say that today I would like to use this opportunity to speak on Mr. Sham, who is a retired army officer and whom I met there and dash dash, right? So basically you have to actually paraphrase the cue card in these blanks, and that's it. This is your introduction. I hope it is easy one, right? So this introduction you're going to use in the 15 cue cards that I showed you previously, alright? Okay, so let's switch to another aspect. There comes the meeting. Okay, so meeting, if he is your known or one of your friends or relatives, then what you're gonna say that this is the plot you can use. I vividly remember it was a birthday party thrown by my bosom friend. Bosom friend means your best friend. Last year, where I had an opportunity to meet this person face to face. I don't feel this sentence has anything which needs to be explained, right? Listening to his thoughtful conversations regarding Dash. Now, this Dash also include the content, you know, related to the cue card. For example, talk about a person who loves to plant the trees, then you're gonna say that listening to his thoughtful conversations regarding different species of plants or different species of plants and trees, I could not resist myself, right? So I could not resist myself but ended up introducing myself to him. I could not resist myself, it means I could not control myself. As the time lapsed, it means with the passage of time, I developed the fondness towards this person to the extent that I started hanging out with him very oftenly and most frequently. So there basically you have told to the examiner that you became this much familiar to this person and you developed this much likeness towards this person that you started meeting or seeing this person most frequently. So this is the very first meeting that you can talk about any person, like a person you met at a party or a person you would like to study or work with. So directly you can say that he is the elder brother of my friend and there I met him in the party and all that stuff. So I hope this concept is clear to you, it makes sense to you. Now comes the third bullet point, and here you have to be really creative or you have to be prompt in terms of your ideas, right? And for maintaining the relevancy in this phase, you have to just include the vocabulary or the story related to the cue card. For example, if the person is creative person, then you're gonna say that how he or she, any specific story you're going to speak here. Okay, for example, if I had to speak here any specific story related to creative person, I would have selected my friend who has just ventured out in the Ayurvedic entrepreneurship. And why? Because of his creative idea. He has started his all business, that was a recipe shared by his grandmother with him. And now he has actually planned to take it the whole national and international level. So this is how you are going to just speak any story. An interesting person, you can talk about his or her life story. The story which we actually discuss about MS Dhoni and all. So the same story can also be molded here. So what I actually mean to say here, you should be having at least 3 or 4 specific concepts related to the cue card. Right? It means the 3 specific details about the intelligence of that particular person, or 3 aspects about the inspirational person, or the 3 something, unique personality traits or personality qualities that old person possesses. So this is something should be added here. Here you have to customize a story based upon the last 2 bullet points. Right? So this is how you will be maintaining the fluency plus relevancy in the cue card. Okay, so let's get at the last part. What it is that अरे यार मैं भूल गई. Okay, the ending part, right? So ending part actually includes the personality traits. Okay, it includes the personality or personal qualities of a person. अच्छा 2 या 3 ही क्वालिटीज़ आती है. ओए वाई एम आई टॉकिंग इन हिंदी, आई शुड बी इन इंग्लिश. ऑल राइट, सो 3 or 4 एक्चुअली द क्वालिटीज़ मस्ट बी स्पोकन हियर कि वाई डू आई लाइक दिस पर्सन, या फिर अगैन यू आर टॉकिंग इन हिंदी नीलम. ओके, सो आई हैव टू जस्ट टॉक. Oh my god. All right, so I have to just be in English. So let's again start, right? So in the ending part, you will be telling 3 or 4 qualities of that person. Let's see what I have written. As far as the reasons of my liking towards him are concerned, he is not only a voracious reader. Voracious reader means bhukkad. Again, Hindi, voracious reader means who is actually willing to grab or imbibe more, right? That is same person who possesses in deep knowledge about all the aspects of life. So voracious reader actually who reads the book related to every field, and he has accumulated the information aspect of life. Okay, so next, but also a soft spoken and kind hearted person who is really passionate for serving the humanity. Now I am going to explain how does he serve the humanity. I would say there passes hardly any day when I do not see him lending a helping hand to the needy people. Okay, it means there is any hardly day whenever you do not see what I'm doing. Okay, icing on cake is that, it means cherry on cake is that being a great. Now if he's intelligent, then you're gonna say that intelligent person. If he's creative, then you're gonna say that being a great person of creativity, right? He's often regarded as the source of inspiration by the people of our community and city. Okay, so if I talk about myself, I am literally so much obsessed with that personality that whenever I get a chance to meet him or her, I never miss. So, what do you mean by when you are obsessed with anybody? Do comment me, है ना? I never miss the part. That means that you never leave the chance. Now you're going to just say all in all or overall, right? So I have written, to cut the long story short, some people are surely once in a lifetime sort of personalities. It means you happen to meet or you happen to find this type of person all alone, in the sense that they are just unique on the earth, and he definitely makes it to the list. So this is the complete story which will be molded in terms of those 15 cue cards. And hey, if you face any problem, while molding this story in terms of any cue card, you can just contact me on the given number or you can just comment me. So that's all, and I say you bye bye. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please consider hitting that or those 3 buttons. यार, what happened? क्या है यार तुम लोग? Okay, bye.